Well, hey, greetings, everybody. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm sure many of you know that the Kashmir UN report has come out, and it is pretty filled with bias, and just really kind of just paints a lopsided picture of what's going on there. And again, you see the liberal influence to undermine India's security, just like the other democracies. This is nothing new. We've talked about it quite a bit. And what I have today is 5 myths about Kashmir perpetrated by Pakistan, and this is out of a series called A Soldier Speak. This is Speaks. This is episode 4. You guys are going to recognize him. I know who he is. I thought this was pretty cool, so let's take a look at it.
When I was in the UK, I was invited to also speak, apart from the Parliament, to speak at universities. So I spoke at Oxford University, and then I spoke at King's College London. And at both the places, there were Pakistanis who were part of the guest list and who were also in the panel with me. I addressed what I call the 5 myths. Those 5 blatant lies that Pakistan has been repeating about India and the Indian Army, and they have repeated it so successfully over a period of, let's say, 3 decades or 3.5 decades, that now most of the Pakistanis and even many Indians believe to be true. I will name those 5 myths and expose them. Myth number 1. The first myth that Pakistan has successfully propagated, which is a blatant and absolute lie, is that there are 700,000 Indian Army troops in Kashmir. Now, the total strength of the Indian Army is 1.2.5 million. It is not more than that. Now, to say that in Kashmir Valley, that specific area of the Kashmir Valley, approximately 60% of the Indian Army strength has been deployed to guard it, it defies all logic. Then what the Pakistanis are saying, if this be true, that the China border has been left empty, the Bangladesh border has been left empty, right? The rest of the Pakistan borders in Rajasthan and Gujarat, in Punjab, etc., while the BSF is there in front on the international border, but behind there is Indian Army. Everything has been left vacant by the Indian Army only to put troops in Kashmir. Now this is the worst kind of lies perpetrated by Pakistan and the inter-services intelligence of the Pakistan Army. Now, everybody knows, and this fact can be verified on the internet, that there are approximately 800 plus men in an infantry battalion. People know that 3 infantry battalions make a brigade, 3 brigades make a division, and 3 plus divisions make a corps. Indian Army has got 3 corps in Jammu and Kashmir. You have the 14 Corps, which is in Leh, which is facing China. You have 16 Corps Nagrota in Jammu, which is essentially looking after that entire Jammu belt. And then you have the 15 Corps, which is based in Srinagar, which is called the Chinar Corps, right? And then again that question, which the Pakistanis there in King's College especially asked me. And I told them, including Rashtra Rifles, including CRPF, including Indian Army, there are not more than 270,000 men. And the reason why we need those men there is that we have a 760 kilometer long line of control, and then there is the Siachen Glacier. We need those troops there. And the reason we have those troops there is we have 2 neighbors in Jammu and Kashmir who are not so friendly. Now, I have 2 points to raise here very quickly. Nobody is being subjugated. This is a lie. First of all, the Indian Army is not there in the cities and towns of Kashmir. They are mostly on the outskirts. For example, Srinagar. There is no Indian Army in Srinagar, except for the Badami Bagh cantonment area, in which there is a hospital, the 92 base hospital is there, and there are few elements there. Indian Army does not carry out operations in Srinagar. It's done by the Jammu and Kashmir police, and it is.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each of his points and do a video on them and discuss them. The question that the Major brings up is 700,000 Indian Army troops, soldiers in Kashmir. 60% of their capability is in Kashmir. Why would Pakistan say that? I mean, that's kind of the question. Why would they say that? Why would they come up and say this number and propagate this number? Any ideas? Well, they're doing this because what it does is it paints a picture of an invasion. It paints a picture of occupation. It paints a picture of a heavy-handed India subjugating Kashmir, and it is designed to portray an international scene of sympathy. Oh, look at this crazy Indian army, out of control, 700,000 troops in Kashmir. We're just Pakistan. We're just minding our own business. But man, this is really dangerous. We're going to have to keep ourselves safe by any means possible. That is the reason why. That is the reason why. And again, when you look at this UN report, and I think Sham did a great job breaking it down, going through it, it's filled with so much bias. And again, this is something that I brought up on Sham's show, the Sham Sharma show, is that you have to look at America, Israel, and India and wonder why. Why are these nations being targeted? Why? What is the commonality of the threat? Why is there a desire to destroy the culture? Why? That's the question, and I think what we'll do with Major is we'll go through and do 4 more videos on each of his points here. But there are no reports of Indian subjugation of Kashmir, and India would be foolish to give up Kashmir, because all it will do is become a launching point for Pakistan. It will give them a safe zone to kind of ready, launch, hide behind civilians, and attack, which is unfortunate. But very, very great video. We're going to have a lot more coming out of this, so stay tuned. I think you guys will enjoy it. Peace and much love. What's up? Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. I would ask you to please subscribe. Please like and share. And please go check out Dark Sky Radio, the greatest internet radio station in the world.